Hey, how's it going, Elder Scrolls Nation? It's me, Skullzi, with some pretty fucking awesome news regarding Bethesda Game Studios. I was planning on doing my Q&A Ask Me Anything video today, but Bethesda changed that by giving us some pretty awesome news. Now, no, every single time I say Bethesda has given us some awesome news, I assume everyone thinks that they've announced Elder Scrolls 6. That's not the case, but it does increase the chances of seeing the Elder Scrolls 6 sooner. And what this news is today, Bethesda Game Studios has announced that it is opening up a third studio, a third team in Austin, Texas. They're taking over the Battlecry Studios. Battlecry was already a ZeniMax studio, so they were somewhat working alongside Bethesda Game Studios already, not on the same projects, but under the same company because ZeniMax oversaw both Bethesda Game Studios and Battlecry. Battlecry is making the game Battlecry. In case you don't know anything about it, it looks like it's gonna be a little bit like Overwatch, but more importantly, Battlecry made Doom, a first-person, somewhat sci-fi shooter. Now, Bethesda Game Studios, I'm sure you all know about that Starfield rumor. I bet you Battlecry would do a pretty good job at implementing what they know from creating Doom into the first-person sci-fi Starfield RPG, but it would be a little late in the game for Bethesda to start acquiring a studio to help make Starfield, especially if it's one of their two new projects that's coming out. But anyway, that's all speculation. The main part of the news is that Bethesda Game Studios now has 3 active development studios, meaning they can definitely work on more than one project at a time. So maybe they're working on 2 major projects and they have 1 support studio, or maybe they're working on 3 major projects. I don't know, but I do know that we might see Bethesda Game Studio games more often than every 3 to 4 years now. Imagine living in a world where we get a Bethesda Game Studios game every couple of years. That means the wait for the Elder Scrolls 6 may not be as long as we originally thought. Now, like I said, that gives Bethesda Game Studios 3 studios. Bethesda Maryland, which is the original studio that makes Fallout and the Elder Scrolls games. And then there's Bethesda Montreal, headed by Yves Lachance. I'm just gonna go with the French pronunciation of that name there, Yves Lachance. And Bethesda Montreal's main purpose was to try to bring the Bethesda Game Studios games to new platforms, so that makes me think what Bethesda Game Studios Austin Studios' main purpose would be. Now that's something we don't know the answer to yet, but Todd Howard seems pretty excited. Now Bethesda Austin will be managed by industry veteran Doug Mellencamp, who will be the studio director. Doug Mellencamp was the previous studio director at Battlecry, so he'll just continue his role but under Bethesda Game Studios. Now this isn't like a buyout or a takeover. Like I said before, both Bethesda Game Studios and Battlecry were under ZeniMax, so they're just merging these 2 studios together, or more specifically, they're just giving Bethesda Game Studios a 3rd studio now. So like I said, the chances of Bethesda Game Studios working on more than 1 major project is very high now. They've said many times that they have about 2 new projects before we're gonna see the Elder Scrolls 6, so that means that not only are they gonna be able to put games out quicker now, but they can work on more than 1 major project at a time. I'm gonna assume that one of the 3 studios is just gonna be used as a support studio, or to make mobile games, updates to existing games, expansions, port Skyrim to the humidifier, or remaster it in a whole bunch of other ways, maybe even remaster Fallout now. But anyway, this is really exciting! Now what I want to know is how excited you are about all this. Do you think this kind of confirms that the Elder Scrolls 6 may come out before we thought, before 2024? Are you excited for possibly a Bethesda Game Studios game every 2 years instead of every 4 to 5 years? What do you think that Bethesda Game Studios Austin is gonna be working on next? Do you think it's Starfield? Let me know in the comments below. Now, since this news came out today, I'm gonna do my Q&A Ask Me Anything video tomorrow, so this is your last chance to ask me a question if you want it to be featured in tomorrow's video. Don't forget, I'm gonna do my Skullzi t-shirt giveaway soon, where I'm gonna give away 5 Skullzi t-shirts. If you want to win, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn notifications on, make sure you follow me on that twatters, and as always, thank you for watching. Sorry if this video seemed a little hectic. It was totally unscripted, totally surprised, and totally awesome. Be sure to tune in next time when that giant skooma squirrel that flew us to Akavir got us surrounded by Sayesi, and now we're kinda screwed hiding in a cave hoping they go away, and the squirrel keeps doing skooma. This is not the right time to do skooma. Why are you always wanting to be screwed up on skooma squirrel?
Have a great time.